Okay, let's have a look at a combat. So here we've got the House Tyrell, and they've got a knight and a footman. We've got Lannister with a knight and a footman, and another footman here, and then House Baratheon over here has a footman. And the Lannisters have a move order, and they're executing this move order, and they're moving all their troops in to attack the Tyrells here. And so what happens first in a battle is you count up the strength of the troops and any bonuses that might be there. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, because the knight's worth 2, so that's 3 strength there. There's no bonus on the move, it's 0, so that's 3 combat strength. On the defence, we've got 2 for the knight, 1 for the footman, plus 1 for the defence token. So that's 4 in total. So we've got 3 versus 4. Then the players can call for support. And this is a great moment for deals and backstabs and things to be done. So the Lannister player calls for support, and obviously his own guys over here who are supporting will answer. So that's 1 combat strength for the footman, and he has a little bonus on his support there because it's a special one, which gives him +1, so that's +2 in total. So that brings him up to 5. And the Baratheons, the yellow guys, they can choose who they're going to support, or they can choose neither party. So the Tyrell player might be asking the Baratheons to support them, and the Lannisters might have done a previous deal for the Baratheons' support, and then the Baratheons have double-crossed them. Who knows what's happened? But let's say the Baratheons in this case have decided to help the Greens, the Tyrells, and so that brings them up to 5 as well. So we got 5 versus 5 now. So all very even. The next thing that happens is house cards. Now each player, each house, has its own set of house cards, okay? Denoting some of the characters from Game of Thrones. You've got Stannis Baratheon there, you've got Renly Baratheon. These are the Baratheon house cards. Really, I should have the Lannister ones out. Hang on. Live card finding. There we go. Here's the Lannisters. So there's Jaime Lannister, and Cersei, and Tywin, and Tyrion. All the famous ones there. And in the top left-hand corner, they've got strength. And so you can choose a card that you can play and add that strength to the battle. Once you've played the card, it's used, and you can't play it again until you've used all your other cards up, and then you get all of them back. So this is another strategic thing as well, seeing when someone's low on their strength cards, and then you can attack them. So Lannisters will choose a card, and the Tyrells will choose a card. The cards also have like special text sometimes, which they do. Sometimes they have a sword icon. Sometimes they have a castle icon, and those do various things as well. But let's just stick to the strength. So we add the strength of the cards. Then if one of the players holds the Valyrian Steel Blade, they can add +1 after the cards have been revealed, but neither player does in this case. And then if the winner is the person who has the most. So let's say in our little battle down here we had 5-5, and then let's just pick 2 random cards. The Greens added +3, so that's 8. Lannisters added +1, so they're 6. And so that attack is going to fail. So the Lannisters go back with their tails between their legs, routed, and so you turn them over to show they've been routed. If it was a draw, then you'd look on the fiefdoms track over there, the middle one, and you'd see who was higher up, and we can see that House Tyrell is higher up than the Lannisters there at the back, so therefore House Tyrell would have won on a draw as well. So it was quite a difficult battle, this one, for the Lannisters. If they did win, however, you have to have a look at the sword and castle icons, because units only die in this if you have a sword icon. If you've got one sword icon, then 1 unit dies. If you've got 2, then 2 units die. But if the defender has played a castle icon, well, that subtracts a sword. So 1 castle neutralises 1 sword, 2 castles neutralise 2 swords, so on and so forth like that. So the Tyrells, if they were beaten, they'd have to retreat, and you can't retreat here because there's some guys there. You can't retreat there, so they could go up to here, River Run, or they could go down to the Sea Road Marshes, which are all connected to this zone, the Stony Sept. Okay, if they can't retreat, then they are destroyed. Also, if they had been routed by a previous battle, and so they'd retreated here, and then they got attacked again, then they're automatically destroyed. So that is battles.